How you doing all? I actually don't think I've ever seen a YouTube video about the Tesla app. And if you're a Model 3 owner, the Tesla app is your key for your car. But I don't remember, pretty thorough review. But why I really am doing this is because we just had an update today and to the car. And I noticed just now in the app there's this thing called Climate Keeper enabled. That I've never seen that before. My thought was, I'm not sure what that was. And now it basically just means it keeps the air on, at a certain temperature. Because right now the car is off, but I'm keeping the interior at a nice little cool 72. Anyway, so they just gave me an idea. Let me just go through the whole app, and maybe there's something else in there that I didn't notice that I was missing. So when you open the app, this is the first screen you see. It shows a picture of your car. That green light on the back of my car means my car is charging. You'll see at the top it says it's supercharging, and there's 25 minutes remaining. And that top number above that, 175, is how many miles of range the car has in the battery. And above that is the name of the car. You'll see, this car, like if you have, you have 20-inch tires or rims, or alloy wheels, that is the picture you'll get. If your car is red, you'll get a red car, in your picture. So it'll depict exactly what your car type looks like. These buttons below the picture of the car are so to control the air, turn it on and off. I just turned it off. I'm going to turn it back on. That also appears to be the Climate Keeper thing. No. Not sure then. I'm going to look into that a little later. Then you got the middle button, which I don't want to press, but that is actually the front trunk. That opens the front trunk. And then you got the right button, which actually locks and unlocks the doors of the car. I'm actually going to lock it right now. If you have your alarm system activated, that will also arm the alarm once the car locks. Below those buttons, you see the word phone key connected. That's this, basically just saying that the app on your phone is connected to the car. See, and this, this is just shows you what's going on here. And if you want to just having some trouble with your key, you can just turn on airplane mode and off. Below that, you'll see the climate controls. I've touched that a few times, but I'll do it again. This is where you can control the heated seats. You'll see that in the Model 3, all three of the back seats are heated, even that tiny one in the middle. And they each have 3 different levels of heating. Same thing for the front seats. Those arrows you see are the direction of the air, and the red color means it's blowing out hotter air, and a blue color would indicate cooler air. So basically AC or heat is on. At the bottom you see you can turn off or on the app and adjust the temperature. So I can drop it down lower if I want, which I think I will do, and that'll drop the temperature in the car. Controls. These are the various controls that your car gets, that you can control your car with remotely for anywhere where you have internet connection. So you can flash the headlights, honk the horn. You can start the car. Not entirely sure. I'm gonna have to try that out because I guess starting would just mean you'll have 2 minutes to start driving. Oh, keyless driving. Okay. So I guess if you're letting somebody use the car, you can have them drive it for without having the app on their phone. And if you don't want to give them the credit card, I guess. Not sure about that one. So this also controls the front trunk and the rear trunk. You can open that from the app. Valet mode, that enables valet mode, so they won't be able to exceed certain speed limits, and they won't be able to accelerate as aggressively as the car can. Sentry mode, that is the fairly new mode that Tesla rolled out a few months ago, that basically uses 3 of the external cameras to record the activity around the outside of the vehicle. You'll see quite a few YouTube videos of people catching people doing some crazy stuff to their Teslas, all around their Teslas. from those cameras. They are not great cameras. If you have like a decent dash cam, that'll be far superior. But it cannot. I mean, dash cams don't generally record 3 different angles. They do sometimes do 2, front and back. Speed limit mode. So let's say you had somebody borrow your car. You can actually limit their speed to which they can travel. You know, I think the lowest you can go, I'm not sure exactly, let's see, 50 miles an hour, and the highest is 90 miles an hour. So you can control what speed somebody that's using your car can go, which is great if you have kids that are going to borrow your car. You know, you can set them at like a nice little 75, and even if they want to race their friends, they're going to lose every time. And going back now, then you have the charging section. This is what we're doing right now. I'm actually supercharging. So in here, you go in here, and if there's any charging going on, it'll show that at the top. This battery will show the level of fullness, how filled the battery is, and you know how fast it's charging, and you can stop the charging as well from here. Also, a nice little feature is it shows nearby superchargers, which you'll see where I'm at now. But also it'll show destination chargers that are nearby. So destination chargers are basically deals that Tesla worked out. I don't know what they are, but I don't know if there's deals, but they worked out with these different places to have chargers there for Teslas. And they're not nowhere near as fast as superchargers, but you know, if you're staying at these places like the Hilton, or eating at a restaurant, or you know, at a diner here, you can just have your car plugged and charged while you're sitting in there eating, and get a solid amount of charge out of that. Most times for free. Actually, I think destination charges are always free. I'm sorry, destination charges, these that are shown in the app, are always free. So those are free to use. So that's free, you know, fuel for your car. Location, that actually shows the location of the car. I mean, this is one of the main reasons you can't steal a Tesla, or at least it's one of the hardest, I think the hardest car to steal, because it's always you can always track it from, you know, as long as you have internet connection, and you can just hit here and you'll be able to navigate directions to the car from wherever you are. You know, you got your satellite mode. This is just centers on you, and then centers on the car. Alright. Then you have summon. Now, I do not have what they call advanced summon, but summon right now on my car allows you to be somewhere else. I think you do have to be like within a certain range of the car. I'm not sure how close, I think. And basically be outside the car, but move the car, in my case, forward and backward. So right now I'm charging the car, so we're not going to be moving it anywhere, and they won't let me do it anyway. As you see here, it says summon is currently not ready. But if it was outside the car and it was unplugged and everything, I could move it backwards or forwards. I think as far as I want, as long as it's, you know, within a certain range of me and there's nothing blocking it. Eventually I'll get what they call advanced summon. I think it'll be a button at the top of the car, and the car will basically it will find you, leave where it's at, and find you in like on private roads or parking lots. So like if you're at like a supermarket, like I don't know, like a Walmart, and you know it's raining, you don't want to walk over to your car to get all your stuff wet, you just hold down the summon button and the car will come out of its parking spot and come to you. Or you can have it come to a certain spot as opposed to coming to you by setting it on the map. Obviously I can't show you that because I don't yet have that update. That's funny. So summon was canceled because the proximity sensor on your phone was covered. Yeah, I'm not entirely sure why it uses a proximity sensor, but you know, I covered it by accident when I was moving my hand, and so it cancels summon. So you'll see at the bottom here, there's a schedule service. So this is how you schedule your service appointments for your car. So if you gotta get anything done to the car, this is how you do it, through the app. Let me see. So I do have an appointment in here, and then you know you can set your own appointment there. I actually was rear-ended while we were stopped at a light, no less, and he pushed me kind of and hit this pothole that dented my. It was bad. I mean, the rim is the worst part. Him hitting me in the back did damage. Like, it's gonna be costly because you got to repaint everything. But that is not the bigger damage that he destroyed my damn rim because it smashed me into a pothole. Anyway, so that's that. So all your stuff is here. If your car, like, if they can do like their new remote service, so they have 3 basically tiers of how they handle service. One is just to log into your car and just fix stuff. Just via over the air, remotely. If they can't fix that, then they'll try to see if they can send a technician to you and fix it wherever you happen to be. That is the second tier. And the final tier is the old faithful, you bring it into service center. Right now, Tesla's service centers are overwhelmed. And they're still working to improve the parts availability everywhere, so they are one of the slowest, if not the slowest, cars to get repaired. Generally speaking, you do get free loaners if there's a loaner available. If there's not a loaner available, they'll usually give you like a voucher for ride sharing. I don't know if it's different everywhere, but I got one for Uber, for example, when I had to take my car in for some work I wanted done. And that covers for most of the app. At the bottom, it just shows your model and VIN number and what version of software your car currently is on. At the top, now I didn't mention these before, you'll see what it looks like, a gear icon over on the left and a chest over on the right. So if we go to the gear icon, here you'll have this inbox, which that is the only message I've ever received. We'll send you important updates here. Never got any updates, so I guess nothing else has been important. Introducing the Tesla inbox, where you can receive account reminders, account updates, and product updates all in one place. I'm guessing they didn't really roll that out too heavily yet because I've never gotten anything yet. Loot box. This chest is the same chest you see over there. So when you tap, I'll do that in a second. Account is your account. I'm not going to bring that up here. Notifications are just that. So, what kind of notifications? Your car alarm notifications. What kind of notifications the app gives you. So you can adjust that here. And fingerprint authentication. So my phone already has fingerprint authentication. I don't also need the app to have it, so I just leave that off. But you can turn it on so the app is protected. So if you let somebody else use their phone, they can't drive off with your car without using your fingerprint. Calendar sync. This basically syncs. Well, there is view calendar in your vehicle. So it syncs this calendar, your phone's calendar, with the car's calendar, and that's very useful if you put like addresses into your calendar events, so that when you get in the car, usually in the morning, the calendar will pop up and you can just tap the driving address and it'll start navigating there right away. I like that a lot. So I have that synced up there. Now back to the loot box. So the loot box is the same one up here. I'll go to it from this screen. You tap it and it loads up, and this is the kind of the fun stuff, interesting stuff that they do. So right now this shows you a referral code. So you and anyone using your referral code to buy a Tesla will receive 1,000 free supercharger miles. That's you guys. And each referral also gives me a chance to win a Founders Series Model Y or a Roadster supercar. And Tesla owners who already have free supercharging get 2 chances to win. So I do not have free supercharging, so I only get 1 chance per referral to win one of these 2 amazing prizes. You'll see my code right there. Share your code, Scott43495. Refer contacts. This one's new. This wasn't there a couple weeks ago. But you basically hit that and it just brings up your contacts on your phone, and you can send the referral code to your friends. I personally don't like doing it like that. I put my referral code in my videos, and if anybody says they're going to buy a Tesla, I'll say, hey, listen, you can use my code if you want, and this is what you get. This is what I get. I don't blind refer people, and you shouldn't either. Now, my referrals Well, I'll get to that in a second. You know, the bottom here says Tesla makes the safest car in the world according to U.S. government testing. So every referral also helped reduce the probability of injury or death. And thank you for helping accelerate the world's transition to sustainable energy and learning more. So now, back to referrals. Oh, also what I should do, see these bars at the top left here? Tap on that. That takes you to the leaderboards of here. So there's different kinds of leaderboards, which is not coming up. There's a lot of Tesla owners. There we go. So this first leaderboard is just how many referrals, you know, and I don't know, it says owners, you know, it shows, I don't know if it's everybody on the planet, I don't know how this works, but, you know, it's showing me what I think are the top owners referrals, by referrals given out. So this guy, David, has gotten 8 people to buy Teslas, to have delivered. So you only get a referral if they've actually been delivered to the owner. So if you go and you order one, you'll not get this number until they actually get their car. You hit local, and this, I don't remember what this one is. Yeah, I mean, it says neighborhood. I don't know. Nothing's ever come up here yet, so maybe something's going to happen here. Also, there's usually a map at the top here. It's not loading this time. It's like a wireframe looking at map. United States, yeah, there's the map. That's what the map normally looks like. So this is just by city how much carbon dioxide has been saved because of people are driving Teslas. And this is worldwide. So United States is leading the pack, just with Teslas by mile saves, and then China next up. And as you know, China, well, you may not know, China does not yet have a factory there that builds Teslas. So all Teslas right now are built in California and shipped anywhere else in the world. So all those cars in China are American, true and true. And actually, Teslas are the only car that are both made and designed in America. The most American car on the road. Anyway. Also, China will be getting a factory. They're building Gigafactory 3 there now at record speeds. So they will be able to build their Teslas in their country pretty soon. And so right now they're paying a crap ton, you know, for a Tesla because they're all the import stuff going on there and the trade war we have going on with them. And now back to my referrals. So I'm going to pop this open. And here you'll see somebody did order a Tesla using my code. Thank you very much, John. Now, once he gets it delivered, then it officially counts as a referral. Right now, he just ordered it. Actually, that was only like 10 days ago. So I'm guessing he's getting a brand new one because that's over a week now. It only took me 2 days to get mine, but I got one that had like 24 miles in it. So, but it was in stock, so they just shipped it to the one that was closest to me and had it delivered. And they show if they were canceled here. And that is pretty much it for the app. And I'm sure some stuff is going to be added over time. I'll be really excited once I get Advanced Summon, mostly just to show it off. And that is it. So I will see you guys in the next one.